Contrary to popular belief, Heartstopper 2 has not been cancelled. The popular graphic novel, written by Alice Oseman, is still in production. Fans have been eagerly anticipating the second installment in the series. Heartstopper 2 is in active development and is set to release at some point in the future. Oseman has been quoted as saying that the sequel is definitely happening. This is a relief to many fans. Oseman has been vocal about wanting to deliver a better product in the follow-up novel. She promises to deliver a more emotionally and story-driven book that has gained praise from the vast majority of its readers. Furthermore, Oseman has been making use of the extra time she's had during the pandemic to ensure that the book will be a success. She's utilizing this time to build on the already strong foundation of the first book. In an interview, she expressed her desire to make Heartstopper 2 even better than the first. She's emphasizing kindness and mental health and wishes to help her readers with any difficulties they may be facing. It's clear that Oseman has put in a lot of extra effort in crafting the sequel. Her effort has not gone unnoticed. Many fans have expressed their appreciation for her hard work. Despite the fact that Heartstopper 2 has taken longer to complete than expected, Oseman is still dedicated to making sure that it lives up to the expectations of her followers. Fans will no doubt be satisfied with the final product. Even though Heartstopper 2 is taking longer to come out, Oseman has been giving us updates on her progress. She's been keeping us in the loop on how she's been working on the book and what her plans for the future are. Any doubts that Heartstopper 2 has been cancelled can be put to rest. Oseman has been clear about her drive to finish the book as soon as possible. This has been well received by the devoted fan base. Her passion for the craft has definitely not been lost on them, and this has given fans hope for a spectacular follow-up to the first novel. It's clear that Heartstopper 2 will be as promising as the first. In the meantime, fans can find solace in the fact that Oseman is doing her utmost to make sure that the sequel is even better than the first. We all look forward to the upcoming book with excitement. Many readers have already been revisiting Heartstopper 1, soaking in the stories and emotions that make it such an enjoyable read. Oseman is doing her best to make sure that Heartstopper 2 lives up to its predecessor. While Heartstopper 2 has taken much longer than expected, Oseman is committed to making sure the sequel is just as good, if not better, than the original. Readers can expect a book that delves deeper into the characters and their stories. Oseman has been hard at work, ensuring that the sequel advances the series even further. Her dedication is something to be admired and praised to the highest degree. Heartstopper 2 is set to explore even deeper themes than the initial installment. Oseman has been vocal about tackling the diverse topics of gender, sexuality, and mental health. Fans have been anxiously waiting to find out how Oseman will approach these topics. Her ways of addressing them have been praised by many, and Heartstopper 2 is sure to deliver on these expectations. Oseman is determined to bring justice to the unfinished stories and plot lines in the original novel. Fans are ready for a better, more developed version of the fantastic Heartstopper universe. The sequel to the beloved Heartstopper series is still in the making. As Osman continues to work hard on the follow-up novel, fans can rest assured knowing that Heartstopper 2 will live up to the hype. She has been working hard on the sequel to make sure the book lives up to the expectations of eager readers. With Heartstopper 2 being a long time in the making, Osman wants to make sure the wait is worth it. Heartstopper 2 is being made with a lot of thought and care from Osman. Despite the delay, she has been working diligently to make sure that it's as strong as possible before releasing it. Heartstopper 2 promises to be even greater than the first. Osman is adamant about creating a story that is both emotionally and story-driven. It's clear she will achieve this with her hard work. With a large fan base already in place, Osman is determined to make sure that Heartstopper 2 doesn't disappoint. Fans can without a doubt expect a spectacular book when it finally releases. Osman is taking her time perfecting the book, wanting to make sure it lives up to the expectations of those awaiting the sequel. She often expresses her drive to make the novel as emotional and as powerful as possible. Despite the longer wait, Osman has been publicly speaking out about how committed she is to make sure Heartstopper 2 is of the highest quality. Readers can rely on her words and rest assured knowing that the book is coming. It's evident that Heartstopper 2 is in active development. Osman's words have been encouraging and are proof of her devotion to the series. Furthermore, many fans remain dedicated to the heartwarming story that will undoubtedly make its way into our hands soon.